When families ask what a family office costs, they expect a dollar figure, but money is the easiest part of the answer. The harder costs are privacy and control. A single family office gives you the most of both, and it costs accordingly. A multifamily office costs far less and asks you to share. Understanding those trade-offs is how you pick the right structure. Hi, I'm Teresa Armel, a director at Vantage, and today I want to walk you through those three structures on those terms. Start with the single-family office, built and staffed for one family alone. This is the model that most people picture, and it buys you the most control and privacy. Every decision, every hire, and every investment sits inside your own walls, answering only to you. This tends to make sense for families running an operating business or holding concentrated positions that demand attention every day, but the price is steep. You carry the full operating budget yourself, often $1 to $3 million a year, with no one to share that cost. You also become an employer, responsible for recruiting and retaining specialized talent in a market that is genuinely difficult. So privacy and control are the real benefits, but the trade-off is that you are now running a company on top of everything else you already do. That trade-off is the reason the multifamily office exists. Here, several families share one infrastructure, which means they share the cost and the operational burden that comes with it. You get institutional-grade professionals and systems at a fraction of what building them alone would cost. This fits families whose needs are substantial, but not unusual, and who would rather hire expertise than manage it. The trade-off here, though, is privacy. Your affairs live alongside other families inside the same organization. You give up a measure of control too, because the priorities are set for the group rather than for you specifically. For many families, that exchange is more than fair. For a family whose situation is unusual enough to demand bespoke attention, the shared model can start to feel like a suit that almost fits. Which brings us to the hybrid. And this is where the choice gets interesting. A hybrid keeps a small, dedicated team close to the family for decisions that are personal, and it outsources the rest to shared or external providers. You hold on to control and privacy where they matter the most, and you rent scale everywhere else. This suits families with one or two areas that genuinely require dedicated attention, like a family foundation or a complicated set of trusts, while everything else runs fine on shared infrastructure. The hybrid asks you to decide which functions your family should keep close and which ones you could hand off, and many families find that decision difficult. Get it right, and you pay only for the control you need. Get it wrong, and you end up with the coordination problem you were trying to solve for in the first place. So the three office models aren't better or worse than one another. The question is, which one matches what your wealth demands of you? Families who get this right usually start by looking at what their situation requires day to day rather than what they can afford. Think of it this way. Affordability tells you what is possible. Daily reality tells you what is necessary. That is the work that we do with families here at Vantage before any structure gets built. And it's often the conversation that saves them from building the wrong one. If you're weighing these structures, schedule a conversation with us by calling 212-433-1108. Thanks for watching.